Hello, guys. I am Shane Davis, 20-year comic book veteran. I'm here with Yanzi Lynn, and today we are talking about something of great interest. You can go check out our other video where we talked about being canceled from C2E2. We did have a booth at Nine Lives Comics. The channel you're watching right now, you see that Nine Lives Comics floating around up there in the right-hand corner? That's us! Please hit like, subscribe, ring the bell for notification. So for people who don't know, me and John Malin had approached Reed Comic Con to see about getting not just one booth at a con, but a couple of booths, exhibitor booths, big boy booths. Spend a lot of money for these booths too. Don't even want to let you guys know what we gave Reed for these booths. Then went through every hoop, got through it, everything, put our booth description up on the site, was given 11 badges even that we could give out to anyone. Asked if anybody needed to be vetted, and they said no. You just pick up the badge and you distribute them. Then we get yanked. Why? I don't know. They said because John Malin, who was there at the beginning, and Ethan Van Sciver were written up on the website, which we processed through Reed. We didn't just go in there and log in and write up our own description. So John, being John, evidently decided to go buy a badge, and he would go just as a spectator, just as a fan. Imagine not just being a comic book creator, but being a fan. And here's what he had to say when he was on with Nina Infinity.
I promised people when we raised money for this that, like, because I always knew cancellation was a possibility, that I would be at that show one way or another. I do still have my room. Shane Davis still has his room. We're both planning on going there. We could get the rooms pulled out from us last second, but as of now, we still have our rooms there, which is going to be great because it's still in the guest area. Because of that, I went and I bought a 3-day pass. It's like $130 or something like that. I bought a 3-day pass to go to the show. I'm like, well, I'm going to be right next to the show. I might as well be able to go in there and blah, blah, blah.
So you're going to go?
Well, I was, and last night they pulled that.
They did?
Yeah, they refunded my purchase, my 3-day pass. They said if I show up, I'll be thrown out.
Wow.
Yeah, they said if I try to skirt this ban, I will be thrown out.
That's
on
just
site. So,
it's unbelievable, man.
And,
like
and that's a whole other level, because now I'm not attending as a vendor. I'm attending as just an attendee,
paying customer,
anybody off the street. So now they're background checking just a person who's buying a ticket. You know,
that is
and the crazy thing is, like, there are rules, you know, for a convention, right? I mean, you know, just like any society. Like, if they think, I think they want to think that in what we've only ever intended to do was to show up there at our $1,000 booth and cause trouble. We're there to sell comics. We are fucking comic book professionals. You know, just like those other cocksuckers out there. You know, there's plenty of leftists out there that can talk all damn day about violence upon us, getting having cis people getting their teeth beat out with a baseball bat. You can do that all day fucking long, but they're worried about us. They're worried about us setting up there. Like, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? Like, we're gonna start beating people up on the show floor? You know, we're there to make business, just like those guys should be there to make business. That's what you're fucking there for.
Taking it back to the teeth of cis people, that's a reference to Max Visaggio and her plans to wreak violence upon anyone that doesn't share her views, I guess, maybe.
Right. And she was met with awards for that, reward for making such a bold statement, jobs at Marvel and DC. And that's kind of where we're at, because this is kind of bringing up a little bit of a hypocrisy with Reed, correct? Talking about us being a problem, maybe not being at a con for business, maybe inciting violence. It seems like we've heard this before.
Well, the specific thing that Reed said was that, oh, these individuals here are going to harass people, or they have a history of harassment. Well, guys, here's someone with a recorded history of harassment.
You believe that was me? Like, I would hide under a name.
You, Gabe, Shane, John, if you want to come see me in person, come see me. I'm going to assume, if you're standing in front of me, that I'm going to take all this weight I've gained and beat your fucking ass. So other than that, stay the fuck away from me. New York Comic Con in 3 days? Are you going to be in New York Comic Con in 3 days?
No, I'm not going to New York Comic Con.
Well, why don't you get a ticket? Come see me.
You want to fight me at New York City Comic Con?
I'll fight you wherever you want. You coward.
Mark, you want to fight me at New York City Comic Con? Is that what you're saying?
Come on, coward.
You pussy. You insult my fucking 6-year-old autistic daughter. You run from gay belt.
I didn't talk about your daughter. I talked about you, you coward, you
violence and it's unsafe at convention.
You psychopath, you sociopath. I talked about you.
You're completely wrong, you asshole.
You're completely wrong. Come see me.
You believe something that isn't true.
I'm such a woman. Come see me. This should be easy.
How are
you a no-brainer? Oh my God, this will be such a coup for you, the CG. Come see me.
Whoa. Just listen to the guy. First, he wants to attack Ethan Van Skype's 6-year-old daughter. And now he's telling Ethan, hey, get a ticket, come down to NYCC and fight me. Here's a guy who named a place and a date and said exactly what he was going to do to Ethan and also to John and Shane and Gabe if they all turn up at NYCC.
No, he said he has to assume to beat our ass, but if he just sees us at this event ran by Reed. Now, you would think Reed would take actions upon Mark Brooks, right? And I think, first off, let me say, I think everybody who's got credentials or the money for an exhibitor booth or a history of making quality projects, even not so quality projects, has a right to exhibit at one of these public Comic Cons. When you're a mega corporation like Reed, who is owned by another corporation, and you're going to come in and form the Comic Con and make yourself the pop culture event, you're going to take that big responsibility out there. How about you not gatekeep? How about you don't go out here and pick sides? Or if you do start exercising harassment clauses and say you have a history of harassing online, you can't come to our event, then, use it across the board. Correct?
Well, the issue is that you have people here threatening violence like Max Visaggio, and now here Mark Brooks recorded, well, not really in 4K, but recorded saying that he's going to commit violence. And for some reason, C2E2 thinks, you know what? I think we'll just ban all the people that he named, the ones that he threatened to get into a fight with, instead of the guy who was trying to instigate violence. It's like, not sure how that really works out, you see. So are you guys victim shaming or something at this point? Because that's what I'm getting the vibe from C2E2.
I don't know if they're enabling in a weird way. I feel like they're not oblivious to this. We have people still that we've been in contact with at Reed, and this issue came up in reference to the harassment clause. And I'm just curious here. And this was said to be addressed. They had addressed this as if it had been past tense addressed, and they're beyond it. In the case of John, not even being able to even walk into the con, and God knows how many guys with a beard and beanie are going to get mistaken for John Malin and thrown out of the con. Think about it. They're just all these guys with beanies and goatees are going to be out of the con on the street. Think about that for a minute. But I'm saying, like, if all of this is happening publicly, everything you're seeing is public, right? Us being up on the site, public. Us being taken down off the site, public. Obviously, tickets being revoked. YouTubers like that Star Wars girl, press pass being put under review while she's live streaming with us. And you can see this is all happening in real time. What message is Reed sending out there? Are they double canceling us for now even a pop culture event? The privilege to pay them $700 or something for an artist alley table. But a person selling soap can, but not us making books. Not us with credentials. I have a Kryptonite Doomsday toy for my Superman Batman art that's getting ready to come out from McFarlane Toys. It's going to be in all back box stores, Walmart, Target, BBTS. Yeah, sell for pre-order now. So why is it okay for me or something I've done to be sitting in a Walmart or a Target, but I myself can't sit at Reed on C2E2 or New York Comic Con? Why is that? Why is Ethan Van Sciver or John Malin's work still in print at both companies if we're so problematic? See, this is this weird social political thing that's happening, and where people look for power moves and clout. This isn't about the rules because you're letting Mark in there. And I think Mark should be there, but I also think we should be right across from him staring at it, to be honest. I think that would be the best of this situation is if we had to sit uncomfortably close the whole entire con.
You be careful. Mark Brooks is going to tell you that all his police friends came by and gave him one of their little challenge coins or whatever.
Right. Well, maybe he'll need them. Maybe that and 50 cent will get you a cup of coffee, Mark. I don't know. But what I'm saying is at what point is Reed and all this happening publicly, you're enabling, but also saying you guys will get premier spots at our con. If you guys will just incite violence or maybe even act out violence against these guys, if you guys will actually harass these guys online, we'll give you a spotlight guest. You know, we'll put your name and lights up on the website at our Comic Con. You guys do see the reward in this behavior, right? And how do you justify it? Like, how does this make sense? How is this not upside down? I mean, it's one thing to throw meritocracy out the door. It's another thing to start rewarding just bad behavior, period, or having rules that you only apply to people you have a prejudice against, someone that you want to discriminate on. What's your thoughts, Yanzi?
My thought is that nobody should be canceled from a booth for so-called harassment charges that didn't happen at the convention itself. Because even the website says, yeah, it has to happen at C2E2 for it to be considered. And it looks like whatever they did to Mark Brooks, he has that ban lifted from him now. Actually, I don't even know, was that even a ban? Well, whatever. They said they have judged him and they have met up punishment or whatever. So now, I guess, in time to that all the individuals that C2E2 has named and banned from this C2E2 event will be eventually allowed to go to C2E2, I guess, or any Reed event.
And again, I want to end this as I actually think I don't go to a con just to see my friends. I expect to see enemies. I've done this for 20 some years. Reed, you know, I've done things with, I was a moderator for the Christopher Reeves organization at a New York Comic Con one year, or foundation. I've done stuff with Honda with them, like drawing on cards and stuff as a live event for Reed. I've been a participant in many panels at Reed, whether it be C2E2, New York Comic Con, and so on. Like, I have a history with Reed. But the problem is with companies is where this is going to end is companies aren't people. And people, just like in any of these companies, they change. And it's safe to say some SJWs have infiltrated Reed. And freedom of speech is something that I believe in a lot. I go to a con and I realize there may be things said or things presented that I don't agree with. But I'm okay with that because freedom of speech. I just go to another booth to hear something I want to hear or see something I want to see if I don't like what I see at one. That's the beauty of these conventions. There's a lot of space and a lot of booths, right? And if Reed is going to act out a rule, you either ignore this harassment thing or you enforce it. This is the spotlight, because where we're at right now is I'm not sure if they're endorsing cancel culture with the Ed Piskor stuff. We've seen where cancel culture goes. And this is a organization that I think should be kind of put on blast and be made to answer what are their intentions with their cons. What is your intentions, period? And of course, it's money. I mean, we get that. You're here for business, but so are we too. And we should be able to sit at a convention, I think, and do business because we are comic book professionals. If you guys will, please go check out Axcend Level Up. This will be coming down in probably about a month and going to print. If you guys want to get on board for this next 9 Lives Comics Jam, please go over here, check this out. I'll leave you guys with a trailer for this book. Hit like, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications, share the video out. Let's get the message out. Catch you guys again with another video.
I dream of a world carefully crafted, beautifully flawed. This is Axcend. In this game of life, there is one thing that determines a victor. A player's ability to grow. A player's ability to evolve. A player's ability to survive. My name is Dog. Choose to play. Choose to upgrade. Choose to level up. Choose to Axcend.